All right, Matt. We're going to start every week this from now on because we're worried about our guy, and it's great content. We just want to know.
It is great content.
The Colts host the Miami Dolphins at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Everyone's 0-0 right now, Matt. Everyone's in the playoff hunt. Anyone can win the Super Bowl.
Everybody's the first seed.
How are we feeling about the Indianapolis Colts? Are they going to go out and win one Thursday, family? Is Daniel Jones going to go out there and play like lights out and at least continue this charade for a week?
Well, I keep talking myself into how they can win, and then I realize I'm talking myself into it, and therefore it's not. Because they haven't won a week one game since 2013, I think. So we're working on 12 years of losing the first game of the season.
Wow, that's a stat.
They
haven't won an opener since 2013?
That's a bar.
That is 12 years.
Yes, it's a really long time. Regardless if it's on the road or at home, we have not won game one.
How sure are you of that stat?
I'm fairly certain you. Get on.
I'll take it if you're fairly certain, I'm good.
It's a terrible stat. And
that's wild.
Until they can win in week one, I'm not going to bet on it.
I wonder how many who's their quarterback?
The last Colts week one win was September 8th, 2013.
Who's the head coach? Probably didn't say who the head coach was.
With Pagano?
Man, that is bad.
The 2013 head coach was Chuck Pagano.
Dude, that is...
Nope, wrong one, that one. There you go, got it.
Bingo.
Not good.
And yeah, the quarterback was Andrew Luck. Yep.
So but we know who the guy. Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
Betting this is your. Doesn't even know what to do with this game. They're both the money liners, both minus one. Like one's 130 and like one's 115. So
I gotta who. We're gonna get into this later on, but just quickly, who did you take and pick them?
I'll pick. I will pick Miami. Because I'm a reverse jinx kind of guy. So let's be honest.
Dude, it's no way to go through life. Okay?
Come on, man. Last year I took the Pats every single week, but I just put it as one confidence.
Well, see, I don't know anything about our defense. That's what's gonna. We have so much.
I don't know if that's the problem.
The quarterback's the issue, but Jonathan Taylor, good.
The offensive line's pretty good, right?
Josh Downs, good.
If they're healthy,
offensive line's pretty good. Quentin Nelson's awesome.
Daniel Jones has gone to the playoffs.
I'm really excited to see what Tyler Warren does. Like, what if he comes out and just like torches that whole defense, has 100 receiving yards and 2 tutties?
Yeah.
What if he just goes nuts?
Well,
what if?
What if, dude?
They totally revamped the secondary.
We're just
so like, what if we're like a ball hawking team now and Tua's throwing?
No one wants to talk about the defense.
He will.
I want to talk.
Tua's gonna throw picks. So.
I want to talk about how nervous you are about Daniel Jones. That's what I want to talk about.
Oh, I'm not nervous at all. It's gonna be terrible.
We talked about this before we got out of here, though. And tell me if I'm wrong. Didn't you place a bet last year that Anthony Richardson would be the comeback player of the year?
I did. That was before the season started. And he was supposed to light it up, and he couldn't stay on the field because he backed out or kneeled down and was like, "Hey, I need a sub."
Oh man!
You could still bet him this year for comeback player of the year.
You
could do it pretty much every year.
Is there something to take my money for that?
The odds are pretty good there. I bet the odds are pretty good.
Plus 50,000.
We never figured out if you can get comeback player of the year if you just sucked the year before, right?
Yeah, right.
Because Daniel Jones might be in the mix too.
He got injured in preseason. He hurt his pinky or whatever. Like, you know.
AR did, right?
Yeah, AR did. So he could get comeback player of the year no matter what.
Sacked.
Oh, God.
Really good look there.
I think Jones might ball. I think he might come out and just ball out.
Fingers crossed, but until I see it, I'm not betting for them.
Here's the thing, though. What if he plays well enough for you to be in the playoff hunt, and then you get, pick 18 in the draft? You okay with that?
I have to.
That's true.
It's looking like a
That's
deep
what's gonna
draft.
happen.
This is the problem with all these, and you can't. Again, you can't lose games. You can't tank for a player. You can't do that. I don't believe in that.
I'm more concerned that
But you can't get stuck in this. The Pittsburgh Steelers cycle, where you're
and
really
then
good.
Aaron Rodgers on a 1 year when
that's what you got to do. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say I'm more nervous that Daniel Jones is gonna play well enough that they pay him.
Ah, man,
That's my real concern.
I didn't even think of that. That's real brutal.
He's on a 1 year, $14 million contract.
I don't care where you are. I don't care what time of year it is. I don't care what I'm doing. You're going to get a phone call. I'm going to say, get to a mic. Find a mic. Get to a mic.
No, that's my real concern is that he plays well enough that they sign him to some stupid contract.
That's terrifying.
Is there any...
Genuinely.
That is terrifying. Is there any level of excitement for you going into this, that this could be the year my Colts just shock the world?
That's always there, but I also, as Kim calls me, I am the dream crusher.
Yeah, you
I
are
am
the
a
dream
pragmatic
crusher.
kind of person. So as much as I would love for that to happen, they could easily win the division. I mean, the division is terrible. And if Daniel Jones plays marginally well, they're in it. So.
All right, well, this week the NFL season kicks off. We're going to check in with Matt every week. This is going to continue.
It's going to be a running
Because I think it's going to be, wait, how could it go wrong? Like, if it goes well, Matt
Never
gets
go
to talk
wrong.
about it. If it goes bad,
You get to talk about
we
it.
get to talk about it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and then if it's also cover for like whatever way the Patriots go. If the Patriots go great, we're going to talk about them a lot.
Exactly.
If they go poorly, we get to talk about the Colts.
Right.
So it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, no, it works out perfectly.
So we're going to keep going. And today's episode is going to be about gambling, basically what we think about the upcoming season.
Healthy gambling.
Yeah, healthy gambling. I never
Fun gambling.
Right.
Yes.
Dude,
I just like to establish that because I get to this part of the year and I have like so many parlays. People are like,
Yeah, it
"Are
sounds
you
like you're-
okay?" And
yeah,
I'm
it
like,
sounds like you're-
"No, I place like $2 bets. Like it's nothing crazy."
Well, it sounds like you're mimicking like your therapist who's like healthy
I
gambling.
am,
Yeah, healthy gambling.
gambling.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I got it written on my hand.
So that's what we're gonna do tonight. I'm Steve Bench. That's Tyler Besman. That's Matthew Virgie Solso, and this is Screen the Screener. All right, that's the new theme song. I'm going to tell you right now, dude. If you don't find a way to get some kind of animation on this, it's going to look real weird. It's going to look real awkward.
I
So
know.
we need you to figure that out.
We have
This
an
can't-
animation, so
Dude, this
I'll make
can't
sure
go
that we
out
have it.
without that. Number one. Number two, we'll figure out the sound, and maybe a little too long.
Yeah,
It's got
Maybe.
an NHL vibe.
we could play
Doesn't
around
it?
with it.
I
Yeah.
kind of like that it does.
It gives a little chill
no Hummingbird.
25.
If we could have got Hummingbird, Matt, I would have got Hummingbird, but you gotta pay for Hummingbird. And if people
How
know,
much does Hummingbird
I would
cost?
love for someone to be out there and be like, "Yeah, Hummingbird, dude." They know.
Hummingbird.
Oh God, what was that? That was Chell like 23.
23.
Yeah, the most ridiculous song. They were like, "Yeah, this is pretty sick." Anyways, we're gonna try and figure out the theme song. That's what we got for now. I kind of like it. I kind of like mixing it up a little bit, adding some stuff on. But let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with your parlays for this weekend? Do you want to start with your futures? Do you want to start with just going through who we think's going to win this week?
Yeah, let's say betting for.
Let's do the
No, it's not
let's
against the
do the
questions.
parlays because we are in New Hampshire. We use DraftKings. It's interesting all the different platforms. FanDuel is, in full disclosure, FanDuel is the sponsor for the McShay Show, but I can't use it here, so I have gone on
Which
FanDuel.
is so lame. FanDuel's pretty sick.
FanDuel's platform's awesome.
Yeah, they have a lot of like DraftKings has a bunch of promos, but FanDuel has some like more fun.
They're all
promos.
good, right? Like,
Yeah.
but FanDuel's like, I really like FanDuel's,
Mhm.
and I should say that because of the sponsorship of the show, but also like I just genuinely like it, and I've
Yeah.
had to go on it and try and use it, just for that reason. So it's just interesting, all the rules and laws and all that. But DraftKings has got a pretty good promotion going right now, called the Ghost Leg, and it's basically if you have a 3 or more leg parlay and one of them falls through, they'll come in and just basically say like, "Oh, that really happened." It's like Ghost Leg.
Mm.
Love that.
It's pretty sweet.
Dangerous. And also I'm the guy, I did a 4 leg. Well, I do more than 3 legs. Just do 3 legs. And don't turn this into, I will always do this. I'll be like, "Oh, it's the free leg. Like, let's go wild. Let's go crazy. Like, I'm going to make a $5 to win $3,000 bet." And it's like, just don't do that.
Right.
If you use it the right way, I
Well,
think it works.
if your long shot leg doesn't count, do the odds change?
No.
So the odds still are the same.
Right.
Mm.
Why wouldn't you go big?
Yeah. Well, you go big to a point.
Well,
because
yeah.
you want to win. Here's
Two
the
easy ones and a long shot.
They had a parlay called it was called the Hometown Heroes. This is the one I took. Now it's not going to load, but it's 4 away games, right? And I liked 3 of the away games a lot. I like Detroit. I don't like Detroit at Green Bay. I think that one's a tough one. But
Very
Pittsburgh
tough.
at the Jets, love Pittsburgh in that
Oh
game.
yeah.
Then the 49ers at the Seahawks with Sam Darnold as their quarterback and all that going on. I love the 49ers in that game. And then the Buccaneers at the Falcons, I really like the Buccaneers. Now, I also like the fact that, like, if one of those teams that I really like loses now, and the Lions would somehow beat the Packers, I don't know. I think that's got a good thing of hitting, and the odds are great. Like, I bet $5 to win $55.83 on that.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you, but the bet that I used,
Like, nothing's
for that-
crazy about that, though, right?
no, not at all. And that's where I did something similar to
Now,
you
they know-
with that ghost bet, where
Hold
I
on,
did
one second. I will just say this.
Go.
They know way more than I do. And if the fact that they're,
No,
like,
they
giving me
don't.
those odds, if they're giving me those odds, then there might be trouble. I will also say this, and I don't mean to cut you off. Now is the time to strike, because I do feel like as the year goes on, their odds get better and better and better and better. And
Yeah.
the only way you're going to really catch the books is early in the season.
100%.
But then I'm doing our pick 'em, and I'm like, I have no idea who's going to win these
Oh,
games,
God.
because
no.
we don't know. You know what I mean?
Well,
no one knows.
well, what's
The Colts
funny-
gonna be good.
Right, the Colts,
Yeah.
the Colts are going to win a Super Bowl.
But that's what's kind of funny about betting college football versus the NFL is, like, college football, and I mean, because most people don't know who any of the players are in college football, but you bet the money line in college football and the spread all day long.
Yep.
The NFL, I don't touch the money line. Like, no way in hell. Like, this Thursday, Cowboys, Eagles, in my mind, it's no-brainer Eagles. But somehow, some way, the Cowboys are going to win because it's week 1 and it's Thursday night football. Like, it's just, I never understand the NFL when placing money line bets.
Is it in Brazil?
That's a great question.
Because
I hope it's not. Yeah, last year-
complete nightmare.
And I was freaking out on text. You guys remember that?
Yeah, the field.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the field?
Yeah, I was so
Oh my God, the
mad.
field was so
I was
bad.
so mad.
And it looked like a high school, like, setup.
Oh, it was awful.
brutal.
But so, actually, back to the ghost parlay, just before, so I don't forget it. I did something similar, $5 to win 50, and it was a Jamar Chase touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown, and Brock Bowers touchdown.
Okay.
And so 5 to win 50. If one of those dudes don't score, I get $50.
I kind of like mine better. This touchdown scorers always, I feel like, are hit or miss.
I'm better with the touchdown scores than I am money lines. That's kind of
really?
why. Yeah, I just base it off of fantasy football. Like, and I also base it off of, like, targets. Like, Jamar Chase is going to get targeted like a psychopath, and they'll probably play either even with the Browns. I believe they're even with the Browns, or they might actually end up being behind against the Browns because their defense is so bad.
You think that?
And then
I'm not saying, like, anything could happen.
no, but
No,
I base
stop,
it off targets. Targets.
Stop.
Go.
No, you're telling me that's why you shouldn't bet money lines, my guy. You think that the Bengals are going to be trailing the Browns at some point?
They could.
That's super interesting to me.
I'm saying their
Do you feel that? You feel that way?
That Bengals defense is so bad that I could see that game being pretty close.
They brought Hendrickson back. You know that.
Yeah.
They drafted Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, who did like half a camp.
Yeah, and that could be a slow start. That's a fair point. He's a rookie, and he didn't have a big sack numbers. There's all these things you could say, but like, I think they might be a little bit better on defense than they were last year. And they brought in Al Golden, who was the defense coordinator for Notre Dame last year. Like they could be. I don't know.
They totally could, but I'm just saying I'm just saying from a targets perspective. That's why I will base certain touchdowns.
No, the targets I get for you.
So Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs in that game they're gonna have to feed Jahmyr Gibbs because he's the most explosive player that they have, and then same with Brock Bowers. Like that's pretty much their wide receiver one, especially against.
Are you afraid of Gibbs getting vultured though? Do you think because he's not that kind of back? He's not the downhill 3 yards cloud of dust. That's Montgomery's going to get those touches, right?
I think that they're going to throw the ball more than they're going to run the ball against Green Bay.
Still, you still have to like Jamar Gibbs will put up way more fantasy points than Montgomery, depending on who scores.
Right.
But are you concerned that Montgomery will vulture the touchdowns at the end?
No, not really. Because I was seeing from like camp and whatever. I'm not at the camp, but on Twitter, like they were saying that
I love your generation, man. You Twitter scouts are amazing.
I mean,
I saw this clip on
Twitter's
Twitter.
pretty solid, but they kept saying how in camp it was a lot of Gibbs versus Montgomery. Like it was like 70-30 Gibbs to Montgomery. And that's why his ADP is so high in fantasy, is because we kept seeing this trend of Gibbs getting more than Montgomery, and it was like a draft.
Fantasy-wise, I've definitely taken him over. But I will say this too. When's your next draft pick? Tyler is doing a work draft right now. And my whole approach right now is to just stall him.
I'm 12 picks away. I keep peeking over.
Who do you have so far?
So I have Pat Mahomes at quarterback. I have Ashton Genty, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, and my flex is Tony Pollard right now.
Honestly, I thought you were going to fleece the work boys a little bit more, but you are picking 12.
Yeah, I'm picking 12, so it's honestly a little bit more difficult than I thought. Like, I got to a point where I was like, there's a lot of mediocre players right now. It ended up being position. So,
Yeah.
But I was trying to go Mahomes and then thought Kelsey would be there on my next pick, but Kelsey just went. So that ruined my plan.
So, all right, enough of your fantasy hijinks. Have you done your ghost leg parlay yet, or you just
I have not.
Okay,
I'm excited about this.
What will be your approach? Are you a money line guy? Are you a mix and match? It's interesting that I went all money line.
Yeah, and I went all touchdowns.
Yeah, because you could mix and match. You could do Jamar Chase to get 8 receptions.
Yeah, you could do a same game parlay if you really wanted to.
Right. So, what's your? Do you generally have an approach,
or
is it whatever looks good to you?
I generally do money lines.
Me too.
For parlay, but that's just because I'm not adventurous. And
well, don't sell yourself short then.
Yeah.
But on the same game parlays, I usually do receptions or yards or over under yards. It depends. If I'm doing multi-game parlays, I usually just stick to the money lines. If I'm doing the same game parlay,
Week 1's so tough.
It is, but it's fun.
I do like the idea. I like the idea of getting, like, now that we're talking it out more, like the Jamar receptions in that game.
Mm-hmm. I do. I have some.
But again,
bets
what are
like
the
that
odds?
too.
What are the odds? I love this was one of the ones that they're promoting. The parlay was
the touchdown one they were promoting.
Yeah,
well.
so it's a hometown hero one, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, like that's only 4 legs. 5 to win 55. That seems pretty good.
I get scared about the ones they promote because I'm like,
no,
I do
100%.
Because I'm like, those are the ones that the suckers take, right?
Well, they also do the ones like Portnoy will have one.
And I was just gonna say, like, those ones scare me, but Portnoy was really good last year.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
because
won some money with his.
His isn't from the book.
Right.
It isn't from the company.
Right.
Mine was just a generic hometown heroes, which is like makes me feel like there's a guy in a cubicle who's way smarter than me. Be like, let's see who can get. Let's see if I can get the bite on this.
Right.
This bonus is based on
Right. Like, I'm calling everyone I know. Like, this looks really good, right? Like, Atlanta's going to suck this year, right?
Yeah.
So that does scare me.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was at the bar a few weeks ago and one of Quig's friends works at I think it was FanDuel, and she talks about that. What her department does is checks on people like that, where they're like, "Hey, you keep on placing this bet. Are you okay?"
No.
And like, so basically going in and being like, "Yeah, listen, you need to set limits because you keep on taking these bets that are losing. You need to stop betting so much." And so it was interesting where they have a full department dedicated to that. So I wonder if one of us will get a call.
Like, what does that even look like? Like, they keep betting the over for Peyton Pritchard in like Celtics games or something?
Yeah, or like if they just keep losing
Like,
and losing
no
and
offense to
losing.
Peyton Pritchard, who could go. That's why it would be like interesting to me.
Yeah,
because Peyton Pritchard could go off.
I mean, it's dramatic. It's people that are placing like $1,000 on like, I don't know,
the over-unders in hockey
Ramondre
games.
Stevenson fumbling 2.5 times. Like, I don't know, some dramatic bet. Yeah, and then putting $1,000 on it.
Big bets on launch.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's where
With the same one over and over again.
But that too,
Like,
the
I've got a
same people
feeling
that's like
about
the same one
Ramondre.
again and again and again, where it's like he's gonna fumble twice in one game. It's gonna happen. Like, there's idiots
That
out
won't
there
happen.
doing that.
I do wonder if there are like math guys out there who are like, this is a statistic.
Yeah, statistically, it's gonna
Statistically,
happen.
I can bet $1,000 10 times and I'll lose 9 times.
Right.
But statistically, I should hit on the 10th time, and if I do, the odds are that I make $27,000. Then I do it. You
Right.
know what I mean? I'm sure there are people out there, but I also don't understand how that works because that should be true. Like, statistically, that should be true, but it doesn't always work out like that in life, right? Like, you can go on. Like,
I can make statistics say whatever I want 50% of the time.
I bet you can. I bet you can. I don't even know where to go with that, Matt.
I just got your boy Steve, Ricky Pearsall,
Nice. What round?
in the 7th round.
Okay.
Then we're getting Romo Doomsday.
So those are the parlays that we've played for this week. We are going to come out with a Parlay Partay. We just haven't done that, so look for that on Instagram. And also the Hail Gary. He's slipping. We wanted to have it for the show, but Hail Gary from Is it Michael Gary Randall?
Gary Michael Randall.
Gary Michael.
Yeah.
The Hail Gary from Gary Michael Randall will be coming in as well. That's always good. We have to have him on the show, man. Like
We gotta have
it's
him.
not like becoming a thing that he hasn't come on.
Yeah.
And full disclosure, he's like Joel, a little concerned about what Gary might say on the podcast, but that's fine.
That's
It'll be
what
fine.
we'll make sure to have him in person.
Yeah,
It's
like-
not going to be a virtual thing where he's sitting in his bed and
Just cover up the no.
and he has a Sundazer for Brady in the background. We'll make sure to have him.
I don't
here.
know. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play.
Maybe it is, or we'll bring the flag here.
So we're gonna do those with the parlays. We're also gonna get into. I did finally set up for a pick 'em. Let's go through. Do you want to just pull up the schedule and tie?
I got it right here.
And we'll go through who we like early on for the week.
So I'm gonna rapid fire around. I wrote mine down already, but I'm gonna start with Matt and then go to you, Steve, for each game. I'll
Okay.
tell which one.
Let me just pull them up.
The first team that I say will be the home team. The second will be the away team. Which Friday night game has it always been like that?
Wait, you're gonna go first as home, and then
First name I say, so Cowboys, Eagles. Cowboys are home. No,
Cowboys are-
Eagles are home.
Yeah,
I keep
you
on
got-
flipping that.
yeah. Okay.
What a bum.
Yeah, you are bum.
What a bum.
Just say Dallas at Eagles.
Cowboys and Eagles, Dallas and Philly. Like I think you can do this.
Yeah. No, I'm capable of it. I'm very capable.
I mean, we'll
All right,
see.
are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
All right, Eagles at Cowboys. Matt, go.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles. That's by the way, we do in our pick'em league. So we'll just throw this in there because it's our pick'em league, right?
Yeah.
We do confidence. So
Yeah.
16 games this week. I put 15 on it. I know.
It's gonna be. I haven't done mine yet.
You haven't done it, it's gonna be
I usually
high.
wait until the day of. I like to get.
I'll go back and tweak. If I wait till the day of, I feel like I miss it.
Same.
Some more trouble.
I do it
Matt has texted
crazy
me
early.
at least 72 times telling me to set up my league. If
72
if it's,
times.
if it's once, it's 72 times. And he's not like as nice of a guy as he is in person. He's not that nice about fantasy deadlines. He does crack
He's
the
no
whip as a
joke.
commissioner.
Well,
Ches,
And I respect it. Ches.
pay him.
Yeah, pay the man, Ches.
Yeah, he still is.
God damn it, Ches.
We're starting to GoFundMe for the
I'm gonna lock
for the
it
Ches.
For the Ches. You should. Screw him.
Team.
Oh, God. We've got
All right,
Here we go.
Chiefs at Chargers.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, but I'm low confidence in that game.
Mid comp.
Like low, I have 5. So think whatever we want to put
Like
there.
8.
Low to mid, yeah.
Okay.
Would you have? How confident do you feel?
I really don't feel confident in that at all.
I
Let
kind
me
of like Harbaugh. Like
let me see
I'm a believer.
I
in
like Harbaugh. I like Harbaugh at home.
And doesn't it feel like the Chiefs have had slower starts in the last couple
Definitely
years?
had slower starts. I also I
I didn't
never
look at
know
the-
about their defense. Like I feel like their defense I'm always like down on, and then they end up being good by the end of the
Well,
year.
they always have Chris Jones, and it's all like, oh well.
I know, and he's
kind of bails you
that,
out.
that
dude.
guy's an absolute freak. Yeah, I put a 6
Yeah.
confidence, and I picked the Chargers.
You picked the Chargers.
I picked the Chargers and pick them.
Harbaugh, the run game, like
I'm gonna do it.
Herbert, good
gonna
enough.
do it.
Like Keenan Allen back in the Chargers uniform. I'm not being serious about that. I've seen people are like, oh, Keenan Allen's back in. I'm like,
People are like really on board for that, which is crazy.
I
to
loved
me.
Keenan Allen about 8 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is what it is now, man.
Has he ever played an entire season?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
He's another guy who's broken my heart. I can tell you that.
That's why I was like, I don't think I could ever take him.
He's another heartbreaker.
A full season. Let's see real quick. It looks like other people have searched. No, Keenan Allen has not played a full season since 2019, having missed time due to injuries in the seasons that followed. He played 13 games during 2023, 15 games in 2024.
That's not
with the
bad.
Bears. So yeah, that's not bad.
15 games last year.
Yeah, it's not bad
For the Bears.
for the
Right.
Bears. All right, Bucks at Falcons.
Bucks.
Bucks. Pretty high confidence, by the way. I
Yeah.
like that Atlanta team. I think that Atlanta team's going to be good. I think it's going to take them a minute to get going. I just think they have young pass rushers. I think their defense is going to be like it's going to take a minute to gel.
You worried about Penix at all?
I am. And not because it's Penix. I just worry about all young quarterbacks. I'm
Yeah.
worried about Bo Nix. Like everyone seems to be like Bo Nix. Is
I'm not high on Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is going to light him up.
Yeah.
And
Like, yeah, he's a top 10 quarterback fantasy. I was like, is he?
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
see that.
I'm gonna skip to that. So what do we think in that game for the Broncos?
Broncos.
You think Broncos are taking over the Titans?
Yeah. Why can't I find
You
that?
got a rookie quarterback on the road in Denver.
Yeah, that
That's
defense is
shocking.
that defense is insane.
I'm going to change the confidence on that. I have that.
I have
that
them
as a
at
nine.
14
I have it
confidence.
as a 9. I'm going to go higher on that. I'm underselling them.
Back up top, Bengals at Browns.
Bengals.
Bengals, but it's going to be super close. 16 confidence for this guy.
I put 16 confidence.
I happen to think it's not going to be that close of a game.
Hey,
Here's my take. I think the Bengals win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. You can't just do that.
Whoa!
You cannot just do that. Yeah, no, dude, that is
Do we
not
even have
okay.
a button for that?
That is masturbatory. You can't just whip it out and start making Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, dude. Can't just put it on the table like that. That's crazy.
God, dude, that is bad. Unbelievable. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll come
By
back.
the way,
to
not
that.
even that hot of a take. If you're going to do that, it should be like, by the way, I think Cleveland's going to win the Super Bowl. God damn it, Matt.
All right, Dolphins at Colts.
The Dolphins too.
What did you put on confidence?
I put 11. I did.
Damn, I put 7.
So, sorry about that.
I'm not.
Raiders at Patriots.
Oh, I hate this one, man. I put the Patriots. I might flip on that though.
No way.
You have Patriots.
100%.
Is your 16 confidence 100%? Mr. 100%.
9%.
I was going to say.
I mean, at 9 confidence. Matt, what about you?
I will say Raiders low confidence.
I kind of feel that one. Cardinals Saints is the next one, right?
Yeah, Cardinals at Saints. I took Cardinals all day.
This is the year that Marvin Harrison
This is the year that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be just like Randy Moss.
starts that long climb to
This is
Kansas.
his second year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sophomore season.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah, big
Oh
upside.
my God! You see, the Ringer Fantasy Show is really good. I don't know if you guys there's a spider on there, Danny Heifetz, but the Ringer Fantasy Show is really good. And they had Bill Simmons on there, and all of them were like, "No one said you needed to bulk up, bro. No one said you needed to get bigger."
right.
It was like really, their like take on it was really funny. You guys should check it out. But it was like, who's like Marvin Harrison Jr. needs to get bigger? That's not a thing.
Yeah, no. Did you take Cardinals?
I took Cardinals 10.
Fair. Steelers at Jets. I know we talked about it earlier.
Steelers.
I said Jets.
Jets. Okay.
Really, you in the upset?
Yeah,
Why?
because I think Justin Fields is going to be sneaky good this year, and I think
Why?
it's because he's a dual threat.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
He's got the Ohio State roots. Hey, I say it.
I don't like the Steelers. I really don't like Aaron Rodgers.
That's not a reason to. There's lots of people I don't like.
I don't know who's. I don't think the offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers is very good.
DK Mac. We don't know what it is yet, right?
Right.
They have a rookie running back.
R.J. Harvey, right?
No, RJ Harvey's in Denver. They have Caleb Johnson,
Caleb Johnson.
the kid from Iowa. A lot of talented young rookies out there. That's why I drafted 14 of them last night.
Picking rocks.
Yeah, I kept thinking about picking Brooks. I was like,
Thinking about Adam.
he would love my. I think I took. I'm not kidding. I think I took 6 rookie running backs.
I respect it, man. I almost do it every
One's
draft,
gonna
to be
pop.
honest.
Uh,
Because you basically end up with like Genty, and then next time you're around, you're like, ooh, RJ
My
Harvey's
first two-
chilling there. And then it's like the next one, you're like, ooh, Caleb Johnson's chilling there.
I got Genty, I got Hampton, I got RJ Harvey, I got your boy Krosky Merritt.
Love that guy, yeah.
And then I think
Bill.
there was like 2 others. It was like, what are we doing here? But I can't say no at this point. I'm just gonna have to keep doing
You
this.
can't say no.
So whatever. It's gonna be the year of the rookie running back. I hope.
I guess so.
I hope.
So
In a league that we
that's
don't
my
even
point.
touch.
Is I don't think Pittsburgh's got a good offense, and I think they're on the road. It's first game of the season. Anything can happen. So
This from a man. You are such a hypocrite. I
know, I
cannot.
hate the Jets.
You-
I don't trust the
You,
Jets.
if there's one thing in life that you know what? And I don't even know you anymore. That was your foundation. Your core belief was never nothing positive with the Jets.
Yep.
And week 1 out of the gate, you know what? All the crap I get about Aaron Rodgers, no matter what on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was pretty good. My wife Iris was like, yeah, he's pretty good. He got you. You must really hate Aaron Rodgers.
It does go against all of my normal common sense about the Jets. It's a feeling.
I feel like sometimes you just come in here and want to troll me. I just feel like that's what you want to
A
do.
little bit.
And that's
It's not like I'm going to
and
put
that's
12
fine.
points on. I can just be like a 1 or
You're like, not 12, 10 points. 10 point stops. All right, Giants, Commanders.
Commanders, 13 confidence.
Jackson Dart, backup quarterback, by the way, not Jameis Winston for the Giants.
I feel like if
the way everybody was
I think the Commanders, by the way, done deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about how good Dart was, and I was seeing all the memes about find somebody the way that the coach looks at Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Be the starter.
So you know what's interesting is I don't think they were ready to do that, but I do think this is setting them up. And I said this a while ago, so I'm just kind of trying to sneak back to it.
Yeah.
But it's setting them up to install Dart as the starter. It's just, if you put in number 2 now in week 6, week 8, whatever. Now we haven't. Our offense isn't doing as well as we wanted to. Now it's the opportunity for Dart to move in. Whereas if you start him at quarterback 3, it's not. It doesn't seem as feasible. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that because the Patriots had Brady at quarterback 3 when I think that he leapt frogs. Is it leapt frog?
Left frog.
Leapt frog.
Left frog.
Leapfrog.
That's
Frogged?
leapfrogged. Leapfrogged. It sounds like leapfrog. It's not leapfrogged. I can tell you that right now. It's not that. No one else has ever said that.
Panthers at Jaguars.
I hate this one.
God.
I hate it. I went 1 confidence.
The toilet bowl. Yeah, no, I did 7. I don't know why I did that.
And I went Panthers.
You went Panthers.
I went Panthers.
I went-
I believe in Bryce Young.
I went Jaguars, the home team. Travis Hunter shows out. I like Brian Thomas. I think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. I think
he's
a good quarterback.
This is his year. If he doesn't do well this year, I think he's done. If he does well this year, he keeps his job.
But I think he's a good quarterback, right? Like,
No, I think so.
this was a dude coming out of Clemson that there's no loss,
Can't miss.
but he was the guy that you felt really good about it.
Oh, in his defense, he's had
Yep.
3 different head coaches, 6 different offensive coordinators, nobody around him.
But he's got a coach now who can coach offense. And Hunter, I don't know. I feel like that game at home, I'm interested to see what Bryce Young looks like this year because I'm not convinced it was nice. I'm glad that he got
Played
back.
well at the end of the season last year.
I know, but
I
it wasn't,
believe
when he
in the
wasn't
staff.
lights out.
The way that they turned him around, though, and what they
get-
put
and
around
they get
him isn't
Tedrow,
bad.
McMillan.
Yeah, and then they're talking about
But they traded Thielen.
they did.
There's some things there.
Maybe maybe they wanted to go fully young. They believed in Xavier Legette. They believe in
Tedrow,
Jalen
McMillan.
Coker.
Oh, yeah, Jalen Coker.
I think they have another kid that they got, not Torrey Horton because I think he's in Seattle. But either way, I think they have probably a young crew that they like.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm not sure. And I'm not saying I think that organization in a lot of ways is going the right way.
Yeah.
But are they ready to win games?
I guess
now.
I guess my reason for going for it was I think their offense can kind of keep up a little bit,
Yep.
and their defense can kind of bail them out a little bit in that game.
You're saying the Panthers?
Oh yeah, I would take the Panthers defense over the Jaguars.
Who'd you take?
I haven't picked. I think I'm going to go Jags because they're
It's
the
home,
home team,
right?
And they've got a little bit more of established BTJs there. Travis Hunter
fair.
will loosen them up a little bit.
That game's gonna be packed too. Probably people want to see Travis Hunter in his first game.
I don't have the Jags sold out and ever.
No, probably not.
The things that come out of your mouth sometimes.
I'm basing it off of we just saw UNC that was not even
What do you
close
think?
to a football school just look like an SEC stadium.
We're gonna get back to that. We'll
We will,
table that.
but my reasoning for that is people will show out and show up for the hype, and Travis Hunter is all of the hype, so people
Is
will
he gonna
show
play
up for
both
his
sides?
first game. They're saying that he is. I don't know how much he is.
Is he gonna? What? Sorry.
Play
He's gonna
both
play
sides.
Defense and
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah.
Well, like
We
40%
don't know
of
until
defensive snaps.
we see it. We don't know.
Well, if I was his agent, I'd be like, "How are we going to get compensated for playing 2
Oh,
positions?"
they're thinking about it. They're thinking
Especially if he
about it.
does well doing it.
Yeah, and I hope he does. By the way, how much
I hope
fun
so
will
too.
that be?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That's like.
And by the way,
it's like fun to have Shohei. Ohtani.
that kid caught so much. Yeah, that was the comparison that was brought up early on, and I think it's a good one. But that kid got a lot of heat for the girlfriend, and I'm
She
honestly,
sucks.
I don't have a lot of interest in talking about it. If you want to say something, go
No, I'm
for
just
it.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
But he's an all-time good dude.
Yeah. No, he is.
He is
Professional fisherman too. isn't he?
he's
Yeah,
like
he
a
is.
lights out student, and by all reports, just a great human being. Always knew what he wanted, how to stay focused on it. He's a human, he's a person you want to root for. He's
Definitely.
some of these other guys are he's super talented, but not Hunter. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a toilet bowl. We already did Titans Broncos.
Niners, Seahawks.
Dude, I took the Niners in this game, and I have them in my parlay, and I think I might have the CMC residuals from last year, because I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be, because I don't believe in Sam Darnold in Seattle yet. And it's not
I
a
don't
knock on
believe it
Sam
either.
Darnold. I need to see it. In Cooper Kupp, that's kind of an interesting signing, and they have JSN there, who's a dude. JSN's a dude, but like, I want to see it. I want to see how it comes together. I think their offensive line will be better because it's going to be healthier. But at the same time, like, I don't know yet. And I'm not confident enough to like. So I think Shanahan goes up there. That's in Seattle.
How many points you put on it?
8.
So you're mildly confident.
I put 11.
I am a lost child.
I do
with
think
these-
the
with
Niners
these confidence
scrape
ranks.
by, though.
Every year they get me. Every
They do.
year they get.
The Niners mess with you, man.
And even no, the conference rankings.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that get me.
There's a
let's be
lot of
honest.
factors.
If we want to do that, we could. That's a whole nother pod. But the confidence rankings or ratings or whatever you want to call them get me every year.
Mm-hmm.
And also the 49ers, man, they break my heart. I think Shanahan's like one of the best in the league, man.
I think he is too.
And by the way, that's a big time jinx from this guy, because last year I named like 4 coaches that I loved, and they all sucked when it like counted. But Shanahan's a dude. Like every time they're like, let's fire Shanahan, I'm like, who are you getting?
Dude, get rid of Brock Purdy before you get rid of Shanahan.
And they just did. Don't even get me started. And it's not that I don't like Brock Purdy, but can we stop pretending that Brock Purdy's whatever?
I know. It's ridiculous. He's a system quarterback.
And if he
He's
has,
Bo Nix.
and they just paid him, and he's gonna have like he was terrible against man coverage last year, like just notably bad against man coverage.
Yeah.
So like there's some things that scare me. By the way, the Athletic just did a thing. The Athletic's really good, man. They have some really good articles. And this one they just did about asking all the coaches about the best player callers in the league. And it was Shanahan and McVay. Like exactly what you would expect. Shanahan and McVay. Don't want to see him. Don't want to deal with him. I bet LaFleur in Green Bay was up there. I didn't see. I honestly just read the title. I will read the article.
You sound like me.
I will read the article.
Well,
'cause it's,
the article I read today was about how get broken, and it was basically all about AR.
dude,
That's brutal.
yeah, huh.
I mean, we talked about it a lot
The
last
comeback,
year.
the 2025 comeback player of the year.
Future comeback player of the year.
We talked about it a lot last year, though. I feel like that was a big point of our pod in the first like 4 weeks of the NFL season, because we were talking about Drake May, and we
Yeah.
were just worried about like.
And we just seen
him
with the
getting
Mac
broken.
Jones,
Yeah.
the after effects of the Mac Jones thing of watching Mac Jones just get ruined, like ruined. And I think it works out long term for the Patriots, and I don't mean any disrespect to Mac Jones, because he wasn't as good as he was that first year,
Right.
but he certainly wasn't as bad
No.
his second year. Like,
No.
they put
He
him-
also got injured, I think, in week 2, and it kept him out. And then all of a sudden, Bailey Zappi was decent. So everybody was like, oh my God, Bailey Zappi. Yeah. And then Mac comes back, and he's not as good. And I think the other piece. But then the other piece, I think, with Mac, we're just going down a rabbit hole, but it was also we thought he was some like type of leader when he wasn't at all.
No,
Like, they were talking about how he was like
dude, he turned
the
into
leader in the locker room and on the
real
sideline,
pouty, real quick.
real pouty. And then now you kind of see a little bit of a change where we're seeing even Drake last year, the way that he's interacted with players, even when he's playing bad, like how he's talking to the media. Like there was a lot, like Mac, they would ask him about a game. He'd be like, yeah, I got to look at the film. Like everything was like,
Yeah, did you see his comments about Stephon Diggs?
Drake?
Yeah, where they asked him about like, are you concerned that he's going to be upset if he doesn't get enough targets? He's like,
No, I didn't
I'm
see
going to
that.
throw it to the open guy. If he gets open, he's getting the ball.
Respect.
And I was like, there you go, dude.
He's a dog.
There you go. Like that's how you answer that question. You don't run away from it.
And even Drake,
And you're like, dude, if he gets open, like Stephon, you're open.
Yeah.
I'm getting you the ball, man. Like
Yeah.
I want you to believe that you're going to be a big part of this.
right,
He's not running away from it. He's not like, and it's I got your question. I mean, they're done. Like
right.
So
Boston media
The question is,
sucks.
By the way,
can Stephon get open?
I would
Yes,
like to
he
say.
can.
So the article focused on AR and not any of the other
It did.
quarterbacks.
It mentioned a lot of them. So it was interviewing.
No, the Colts quarterback specifically.
well,
Any of the
he-
other Colts quarterbacks that they've ruined.
Well, so the people they were talking to were Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, O'Connell
So-
of Minnesota head coach,
Yeah.
and talking about how there's no patience anymore.
It sucks.
And Peyton was like, if I played as poorly as I played my rookie year, I would not like it. And now I would be better.
No. And then, by the way, we'll tie this into college football, really. Anyone who watched Arch Manning against Ohio State was like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
He did not play well.
That was tough to watch.
It was tough to watch. He's a He's a freshman. Like,
Yeah.
he's not a freshman.
He's a first year, yeah.
starter. Everyone relax.
Yeah.
Against Ohio State.
I mean, if I was a Manning fan, I
Ohio
was like,
State
dude,
at the shoe, like it was a mess.
like everyone. If I was a Manning fan, I'd be like, they know better than anyone else. So I guess they're equipped to handle it.
Yeah,
they're equipped, like, and hopefully they can help Arch get through it too. Of like, yeah, this kind of comes with the territory, and this is honestly the bullshit that goes on when you're a quarterback, and like it's so unfair. And I went back and watched the tape, and he made some terrible throws. He's got to clean some stuff up. There was other stuff there was misprotections. There's some questionable play calling, not a ton of it, but a little bit. His receivers were kind of not in the right spots. Like it was a first game for a new Texas offense with a lot of new pieces, and it looked about as bad as it could look against Ohio State. Relax. And it's so true with these other quarterbacks. Bring them along slowly. I think Michael Penix will probably benefit from not playing as much as he could have last year. And some guys it works out. Like Drake May will probably benefit from playing early. But you better handle it the right way. AR, dude.
Well, that's what they were getting at is that, they pointed at Patrick Mahomes and Jordan Love.
Yeah.
They're like the teams that are winning and get a quarterback and could sit them for 2 years because they're still winning. There's no clamoring from the owner or the fans to start them. But if you're terrible and you have a new quarterback, it's this bright new shiny object, and you can't wait to unwrap it when you need to just let it ferment.
Yeah. And then with JJ McCarthy, I wonder how that would have, because O'Connell. Sorry.
Yeah.
How did I not know this guy's name? He's one of the best coaches in the league.
He's a beast.
But it would have been interesting to see what his decision would have been if McCarthy was healthy last year, because there is pressure to do that stuff.
One thing I want to say about Arch that that was interesting. I was saying this to Trey, Salty Bunkers guy, before this. Hold on, I'm just gonna take Ollie Gordon real quick. And it's his year, so I might as well get Kyle Pitts as well.
Oh man, he's gonna win somebody. Dude, I know it already.
But anyways, no, but what I thought was interesting is, like you're saying with Arch, everybody's like, oh, he sucks. But one thing that I want people to do is go watch the year that Joe Burrow won the national championship at LSU. Watch that first game, or maybe it was the second game. It was one of the two where he plays god awful. And there's one clip that I remember. It's in every highlight from him at LSU where it starts out, he throws a pick, they return it for a pick six. He goes to chase down the
Alabama
guy. I don't know if it was Alabama. I think it was. I think it was
would have been later.
I think it was UCF. That he played against. It was one of the first games of that year.
He gets
murdered. He's running over trying to make tackle and gets blindside hit, murdered, and he's on the ground looking disheveled. And it's one of his first starts in college football because he went from Ohio State to LSU, and then LSU gets blown up. It's oh God. And then he goes on to win a national title, and he's Joe Burrow. So my one thing is same with Arch is he just played Ohio State off of a national championship. He's playing at the shoe. Give the kid a break.
Can we relax?
Yes, he got murdered. Yeah, awesome. Honestly, it was probably better for him to have that happen than him be this crazy good star, because he's going to get a wake-up call at some point. You might as well get it now than when he gets drafted first overall and ends up having to play the Chiefs first.
I thought another really interesting thing about that game specifically was I thought that Texas kind of had an advantage because they had the same coordinators in the year before. And someone made the point, they were like, Texas was going against Matt Patricia as the new defense coordinator. So Ohio State had
what a debut for Patricia, by the way.
Well, great debut.
Yeah.
8 new starters for Ohio State and a new scheme. How do you what are you watching for tape?
Yep.
What are you watching? This guy has this tendency. He does?
And you also went from...
We haven't really seen that.
Right. You went from Will Howard, who is not a running quarterback, to now supposedly this new quarterback can move. So it's
a little bit. Yeah, he's considered dual threat. He is. Yeah. He's going to be good. But anyways,
go Ohio State.
It happens so fast with these quarterbacks that I'll never forget when Brady was down 28-3 against the Falcons, and the pick, and he was on his ass, watching the guy go by.
Yeah.
That was on all social media, right away, boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
This is the end of Brady. This is the end of Brady. It was 2 hours later, he's hoisting another trophy, or 3 hours later, and it was
laser focus.
It happens so fast for these guys. All right, where are we at? We got who'd you take? Did you take the Niners or the Seahawks?
I am picking the Niners.
There we go.
Lions at Packers.
That just makes me feel better
This is
about
a
them.
tough one.
This is a tough one. And I don't know if you guys heard about the whole Parsons back injury garbage that just went down.
Oh,
you
I
guys hear about
did. He
that?
might have to have an injection. By the way, this is
He
how I
gets
know I'm
paid.
bad at fantasy football. And by the way, the rest of the league, they can explain themselves. Matt picked up the Green Bay defense like 3 days after they got Parsons. And I was like, oh, what do I think about that?
He's a chef.
How do we not, how no one jumped on that?
I don't really care about it. I stream defenses, so I don't
Well,
really
how
care.
about you stream Micah Parsons in the first week?
Why would I do that against the Lions? I'm not going to do that.
You think the Lions are going to be that much of an offense power?
I don't think they're that much of an offense powerhouse, but instead I got the Cardinals defense who was playing Spencer Rattler week 1.
That was a good move.
Right.
That's
I stream defenses. That's where I understand. If I had like the Bills defense, which I drafted, and I was going with that different
So
story.
this is why I'm losing, because I don't pick my streaming defenses until really late.
Yeah.
And Matt gets the good ones.
Okay.
That's
But so
fine.
Lions at Packers, Matt, what do you think?
Lions.
Nice.
I hope so, because that's my parlay. I got the Packers.
You got the Packers?
Yeah.
I also have the Packers. And then we got Texans at Rams. This game, to me, is so goddamn boring, but it shouldn't be.
Why is it boring?
I don't know. It just seems very meh. I think it's because of how last year went for Houston, where Stroud wasn't the Stroud we saw in the
fact
first
that they have
year.
No Joe Mixon. Like, Joe Mixon might not.
No Joe.
Kind of getting like weird about it.
Yeah,
like,
we're
it's
watching
starting to-
Nick Chubb.
See, talk about CMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like Nick
It's
Chubb's
a
not
little
their guy.
weird. No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is like now we got to watch Nick Chubb, and obviously Tank Dell is hurt, and then they didn't sign Stephon Diggs, so now you're only watching Nico Collins, and then Jaden Higgins is supposed to be good. So
They got those
We'll
two
see.
Iowa State guys that could be good. I picked up Woody Marks, the rookie. That was the other rookie
yeah,
running
that's a
back.
good pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it could be Damian Pierce, Damian Pierce, who had a good year 2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Could be him, but like I don't know who their running back is.
That's it.
So I'm like, why not take a flyer on Marks and see if he pops in
No, true.
week 3 or 4?
True. But
Oh.
so what do you guys got?
I have the Texans because I think Stafford gets awkwardly hit and he's done for the season.
Dude, what? Hold on.
No, dude, his shoulder's so bad.
You-
It is so bad.
Did you decide on the drive over like I'm gonna mix it up today? Like I'm gonna be the guy who's like normally
I'm gonna
the
be that guy.
I'm gonna be the straight laced dude, the voice of reason. Not today, boys. You just said that I expect it from you. You're picking against the Ram because Matt Sapp, who has a back injury, I understand, is going to get awkwardly hit and be done for the year.
The Texans defense is legit.
The Texans defense?
No, that's facts. The Texans defense is gross. I draft them in a lot of leagues. I won't lie. Back to
I understand. I don't mind the pick, I guess, but the reasoning I would like a little bit different.
So you're going Rams.
No, I took the. Oh yeah, no, I took the Rams.
How much?
6.
I went
Again, the
3.
home team. Like when I don't know, I'm just gonna go home team.
That's fair.
I
I don't like. It's not
I
like
don't really care
love
about
the
it.
Rams in that game.
Does LA really have that much of a advantage, especially a dome team to a dome team?
Not as much as other teams, right? So
Yeah.
if you're looking Kansas City, I get that it's not as much as other teams. You're looking at Green Bay for a home playoff game. All those stuff, I understand. Like there are certain home field advantages that are more than others, but I do think anytime you got to go and get on a plane and travel, whatever, like from like
It's only
Houston,
2 time zones.
yeah, but it's still something, and you're not in your own bed, and I don't know. I think
I
there's
get
something
it.
to be said for it.
I get it.
And maybe as the season wears on, that's more of a thing. But look, there's a reason that, like, when you look at lines, usually there's 3.5 points built in for the home team.
Right.
There's a reason for that. So yeah, I think it's a thing. How much of a thing depends on where and when and all that stuff.
Right.
And the Rams, no, that's LA. No, it's not. It's not as like it's not like Kansas City.
Right.
Is
On
Devontae
Sunday
Adams
night.
going to be mentionable this year, or is he going to fade?
Oh, I think he's going to be.
I think he's gonna be a monster. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to. Yeah, and that offense.
Good, 'cause
He
he's
was
got
a
a lot of
quarterback.
dudes in
He's
teams.
sneaky. Was I think 1,100 receiving yards last year when we were like
85 blocks.
trashing the Jets. We were like they're absolute off. They're awful. Aaron
I wouldn't be
Rodgers is all these
surprised if
guys.
it's similar numbers.
And he's a dog.
I should say that. I don't think he's going to go for
If he's
1,400.
if he's a 1,000-yard receiver at his age, that's legit to me.
I think he is, though.
Yeah, I think so,
I think
too.
he's like where D-Hop was 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, I think he's on the back 9. Like, it's going to start coming
Yeah.
apart at some point, but I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah, I think is that like, is he? I don't know if he's the same age as like Ridley and stuff, but like Ridley the last 2 years has been a 1,000-yard receiver.
Calvin
He's
Ridley?
older. Yeah.
Ridley's younger.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Next game,
big
Ravens at
one.
Bills. This one's pretty sweet.
The big one. I don't
It's gonna be
know,
a hell of a
man.
game.
That's my one confidence. That's my one confidence.
Mine's at 4. What the hell was I doing?
I say Buffalo because they're at home.
I said Buffalo too, but like every time I look at it, and this is what's going to happen, I'm gonna be like, I think Baltimore will win this game, and then I'm gonna start talking
I mean, I'm not
Right.
super confident. I can easily see the Ravens winning this game.
I would not bet this game. There's no part of this
way.
game I would bet. Not any of it. I wouldn't bet any of it. Like no player props.
That's
no,
me on this
No,
Thursday.
nothing. No over under, because my instinct is to say it's going to be the under. That it's going to be the under because they're going to have to grind it out and all of these things. But then you have these two
My instinct
quarterbacks who are
is
like,
the over.
watch this dude. And I'm going to go. They're going to both go nuts. I don't know. I have you told me to turn my watch and phone off. I think my Ring camera just went off. I don't know how that worked.
Stella invited some friends over or something. Just throwing a party.
Okay.
But so who'd you end up picking?
I went with the Bills, but again,
Who do you want to pick right now?
the Bills.
Okay, that's
Low
us
confidence.
3 right across the board. I just think the Bills are going to be more consistent at the end of the day. Like the Ravens, I feel like are so up and down that like
Yeah,
I think
Ravens
the
team
Bills-
that's
you
always
know
in
what
the-
you're
in the
getting
Super Bowl mix. Always.
you know what you're getting
Has
from the Bills.
Has an MVP contender year in, year out, Lamar Jackson. Super inconsistent squad. I don't know how
They are. They're very up.
How?
Defensively, they are. They're
Defensively,
very up and down. And so that's where
defensively, they
you
are.
have 2 MVP race, whatever the hell you want to say from last year, both in this game. I think I would go with the Bills. They're more. You know what you're getting from the Buffalo Bills.
I think Baltimore's gotten better defensively, though. It's interesting.
I like Kyle Hamilton. I don't know what.
They
I
got
don't know what
Malachi
that
Starks play safety next to him, the kid from
Oh, he's a
Georgia.
dog. I
Yeah,
like
he's
him.
a dude. Yeah. So there's some guys. Their corners that they got last year are good. So they've gotten better on defense, but they have had some years where they've had some years where their secondary was like remember when the Patriots had to play like Troy Brown and Edelman? They were down like that's how bad the injuries were.
Jesus.
All right, so that only leaves. Why is this the Sunday night game is way better than the Monday?
I
night
know
game.
they do. I feel like they do this every year. But yeah, Monday Night Football.
I guess it
Doing
makes
a double
sense.
Monday night game.
Viking.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
No Brazil game, right? None of these games are Brazil.
I don't know. We gotta.
Are any of
look-
these games in Brazil?
You look that up while we got
No,
Vikings at
I'm
Bears.
not even looking it up. I'm just hoping.
Me too. Vikings at Bears. Who you got?
Ugh.
I know.
This is just a second toilet bowl game.
Yeah. This might be even worse.
I might
by
bet
the way.
the over on turnovers.
At least this is actually.
Do you think they did it because it's McCarthy and Caleb and they're going head to head, or do you think it's because they're both offensive-minded head coaches? Like, do you think it's because they think that
it's a
they
division
match
game.
well?
It's a division game.
Yeah, I guess. But
It's-
but you could do a better division game than this. You could have flipped the Cowboys Eagles with it. Like, I would have watched this game on Thursday versus.
Oh, Cowboys Eagles would.
Imagine starting your week with Cowboys Eagles. Like, I'm taking that.
Cowboys Eagles would have been better.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Especially because there's a lot of people who would not mind watching the Cowboys just get obliterated on primetime.
Exactly. And I'm one of those guys.
Right? Like, even if it's a bad game, you're like, oh, this is pretty good.
Because I feel like a lot of people.
This is pretty fun for me. I'm enjoying this.
I'm curious to see what the ratings are. But like,
Show me again.
I'm curious what the ratings will end up being. But I just feel like a lot of people miss the Thursday night game and end up watching Monday night over
Yeah.
the Thursday night.
What's a Thursday night game again?
The Thursday night game is Cowboys Eagles. Well, Eagles at Cowboys.
It's not terrible, but you're right. I don't like the Thursday night game as much
Yeah.
as the Monday night game.
I know. It's brutal. But wait, so who do you guys got? You had Vikings or Bears?
I'm taking the Vikings.
You're on Vikings?
Oh my.
It's a tie.
I will go Bears because their quarterback has played more games than the Vikings quarterback.
Yeah.
Ben Cohen. Is Ben Cohen? Is that right?
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, yeah.
Johnson's an offensive-minded.
Cohen's the guy in Jacksonville, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So Ben Johnson's an offensive-minded coach. It's all new. Nobody has any tape on any.
That's
of
what
this, so
yeah.
I'm going to say and they're at home. So there's 3 reasons why I'll pick the Bears, and I'll put 1 or 2 points on it.
I don't hate that logic. They have the tape from. I will say this: they have the tape from when he was at Detroit. They've actually theoretically faced the scheme before, but there is a lot of unknowns.
Totally different.
There's a lot of unknowns.
Offense, like in terms of your capability, like the difference between Jared Goff and Caleb Williams is huge.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm gonna flip that one. I think.
You're going to flip it?
Yeah,
I
I like McCarthy by the way. But again, that's gonna take a minute.
Well, I feel like McCarthy McCarthy, I think, will be good, but I think he'll be good in the way that Bo Nix and Brock Purdy are good, where their coaches are so goddamn good, but because their coaches are so goddamn good that it makes them look good.
Yeah,
Where it's such
not
an
a bad
easy
place to play quarterback.
but like what you've said before with like Ole Miss last year, where that's an easy offense to play in as a quarterback. Like that's how I feel with
I still
Minnesota.
think Jackson Dart's a dude, though.
I still think he's a dude too, but I feel like these are offenses that we're talking about where the coaches are so good it makes it easy to play
Who's the other
quarterback.
wide receiver in Chicago other than Rome?
DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore. And then they got Loveland and Cole Kmet, so they got some guys who can catch the football.
And then
they got
they even have
Luther
Swift
Burden, too.
Luther Burden, yeah.
The rookie out of Missouri.
Yeah, I kept seeing his name pop up on.
That's
undrafted.
I feel like he doesn't separate that well.
Yeah, Tyler kept sending me videos about how he can't run routes during the draft process.
They also have.
I'm not kidding. I'm not. And by the way,
they were bad. They were very bad.
They were in him, and it wasn't like Missouri versus South Carolina. It was this kid in shorts running out in the field. He was like Tyler had got this like guerrilla like background video from like Bill Belichick of like this kid running routes. He's like,
it was from Meta Glasses.
He's like, I see you have Burden in the second round. Have you seen this video? I'm like, okay, dude. All right, calm down.
Have you heard of this guy, Kyle Williams? Just kidding. I didn't watch Kyle Williams at all.
But you did though. You did. You did know Kyle Williams.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I just get bored, so that's what I do. As I look at all these guys,
really quickly, because we said no way we're getting to an hour. We're there. I wanted to go over a couple futures that I thought were interesting.
Hit me.
The odds on the New Orleans Saints, with the fewest wins this league, are pretty good. I think that's easy money to me.
That's got to be easy money.
It's not easy. Like anything can happen.
They don't have a single quarterback.
But it was like five. I bet 5 to win like 10 something. So like you double your money if you take the Saints for the fewest wins.
Yeah,
Kind of like that.
Yeah. Why would they win more than somebody else?
The over under for the Patriots was like to get like to a plus odds. It's pretty. You have to get like to 10 wins to get plus odds. But I took over 8.5 for minus 110 odds. You bet 5, you get like $9.
Yep.
I like over 8.5.
I love over 8.5.
I don't feel as good about that one as the Saints, but like I still kind of feel like that's good money.
We have one of the easiest schedules in the league.
Here's the one.
It.
Here's the
So,
one that
I got, because
Go
I
ahead.
got this way early. I got over 8.5 wins for the Patriots at plus 120. So bet.
Ooh, good.
Nice.
You got in at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one that I took is a win streak. I didn't even know you could do this.
Oh, okay.
I took the Patriots for a win streak at like, it was like plus 120 or something. What do you think the number is to get plus 120 for a win streak for the Patriots?
4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4.
4.5. And I took the over.
5 wins in a row.
Yeah. But here's where it gets tricky. The hard part about it is there's 10 games between, or 9 games maybe, between the Buffalo games. That's the window.
Okay.
But there's also a Bengals game in there. So it's they can do it without beating
Super Bowl bound.
They can do it without beating the Bengals.
Yeah.
But it's got to be, there's a window. And I
Yeah.
looked at it and I was like, all right, I'm in. I'll throw $5 at this.
Yeah.
What are your other futures, Matt? Other than Daniel Jones, comeback player.
Or
I have-
MVP.
I have the Indy Colts as division winners. Bet 5 to win 2150.
That's the division sucks so bad.
That's not a terrible. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
not
Daniel
great,
Jones is so good. You have a shot.
Yeah, I have over 7.5 wins for the Colts, which I'm not as high on as I was when I made the bet. I have
8-9 to win. The
under-
you took the
under-
division winners, but you don't feel good about that.
Yeah.
About them winning 8 games. Okay.
That's a terrible division. Under 8.5 for the Vikings. Bet 5 win 1050. Under 9.5 wins for the Commanders. Because I thought
Wait, bet what to win for the Vikings win?
bet 5 to win 1050.
Okay. They're not high. They're not high on them either.
Yeah.
Under 9.5 wins for the Commanders because I thought Jaden Daniels would come back to earth. They didn't have tape on him. It's a tough division in terms of the Eagles.
It is.
So that was one, and then I have
That was before Micah got
Yeah.
traded.
under 8.5 for the Steelers. Over 9.5 for the Bengals. Under 5.5 for the Giants.
Damn.
Over 8.5.
That's
plus
cold.
120 for the Patriots. And then
Dude,
I-
you got after the futures market.
Yeah, and then I did a couple parlays for making the playoffs. So I have a 5-pick: Bills, Ravens, Eagles, Chiefs, Bengals. Bet 5 to win $18.
Ooh, I
And then
like
and then
that one.
And I have another one which is Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, and Ravens, which is only bet 5 to win 10.
I like both
I
of the
think-
I like
parlays.
doing the playoff bets because they can be a wild card. I don't like doing division winners because there's always like one weirdo division winner that you can never see coming, or it's a terrible division and you don't know which of the terrible teams is going to come out. But I like the playoff bets, like pick teams to make the playoffs, and you can mix and match a lot of those teams and get some pretty good odds.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that works for my college. My college, we're 1-0 in the college packaging. I put 6 money lines together, and they were like, I mean, these were terrible games. I mean, they were I mean, it was never in, like, I'll see if I can pull it up, but they were never, like, at no point was I sweating any of these. I took Tennessee over Syracuse. They won by 19. Indiana over Old Dominion, by the way, 13. That was the worst one. Iowa State over South Dakota. They won by 48. Texas A&M by 18 over UTSA, Texas San Antonio. Purdue 31 over Ball State, and Virginia 41 over Coastal. And I just packaged them together.
Yeah.
And I bet 5 and I won 10.
nice.
Not boy.
I'm gonna keep doing it, man. Like if I
Nice
get to
to
double
know.
that, well, I've seen this movie before, and I've done that before, and I will eventually, but I would like to get 2 weeks under my belt. I'd like to get 2 weeks. But like the idea, like, and you gave me this idea, and I don't think you're doing it. You told me some weird stuff about +4.5 and +7.5.
Yeah, the -6.5.
That's the number you like.
Yeah, I look at -6.5 and -5.5.
I thought you were doing what I was doing, which is taking the craziest money lines you can find. I mean, the craziest spreads, and packaging enough money lines from those to get to like a decent odds.
No. But what I do is I also do look at -250 as like the highest I'll go, or whatever you want to say it. So like the -250 for the line. So if it's like for this week, for example, let's say the Eagles are -225, I'll take that all day long. But let's say it was a toss up of a game, I'm taking that -225 all day. Anything that's like
I don't even know what's happening now.
I zoned out.
And I'm sure he's right. Like he's making sense. Like anyone who gambles at home is like, yeah. I'm like, I don't. I parlay.
I parlay partay.
I like to.
All right, we're over an hour. That was not supposed to happen. Dude,
What's our
Tyler,
parlay partay?
we're gonna put it together on Instagram,
Oh, okay.
and Tyler's gonna have some cool chalkboard thing.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, let's go.